Hari Gopi Janavallava Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamunatira Panachari Yamunatira Panachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, I'm extremely sorry. I didn't know it was my turn.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Please
Please
excuse
accept my
me.
humble obeisances.
Now Vishnu Prabhu is there. He can help me also. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Let me open that. This sloka.
I can share the screen, Prabhu.
I thought Mother Sogara is covering today.
No, I can share the screen. You don't.
I can share the screen, yeah.
Okay, let me.
Can you please?
Yes.
Today I was get confused. Saturday, I felt like Saturday because it's holiday. So hope everyone doing well. Some plans for 4th of July. It is
3940.
divisions of creation, right?
Chapter 11.
Chapter 9, okay.
11.
Chapter 11, okay. Oh, calculation of time from Adam. Yeah, okay. Got it. And text, please.
3940.
3940. Okay. Hare Krishna, morning. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, the status quo, chapter 11, right? Yeah, chapter 11, which is calculation of the time from atoms, and text 39 and 40. 39 doesn't have any purport, 40 we have purport, and we can have a discussion today, a lot of discussion today. Okay, we will do the recite also this 39, 40 I will recite by myself. Kalayam Paramanvadir Dviparardhanta Isvara Naivesitum Prabhurbhurnam Bhumnam Isvara Dhama Maninam Kalayam Paramanvadir Dviparardhanta Isvara Naivesitum Prabhurbhumna Isvara Dhama Maninam Kalayam Paramanvadir Dviparardhanta Isvara Naivesitum Prabhurbhumna Ishvara Dhama Maninam. Please recite.
Aloyang Paraman Vadir Vipraradhanta Ishvara Naiveshitung Prabhurbhumna Ishvaro Dhama Maninam.
Kaloyam Paramanvadhir Kaloyam Paramanvadhir Driparadhanta Ishvaraha Naivishitum Prabhur Bhunna Ishvaro Dhama Maninam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kaloyaham Paramanuvadhin Diparadhanta Isharaha Naiveshitum Prabhavur Bhoma Isharo Dhama Maininam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kalo ayam Paramanava Adi Dviparadanta Ishvaraha Naiveshtitum Prabhur Bhumna Ishvaro Dhama Maninam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kalo Ramanavadhi Devi Paradhanta Ishvaraha Nivesilam Prabhuna Ishvarodhama Manam. Hare Krishna.
Kaloyam Paramanadhir Dviparadhanta Ishvara Naiveshitam Parabharbhumna Ishvaro Dhamna Manina.
Hare Krishna. Kaloyam Paramam Bandhir Vaparadanta Ishvaraha Naiveshitam Prabhu Bhumna Ishvaro Dhamma Maninam. Hare Krishna.
Kaloyam Paramanvade Dviparadhanta Ishvara Naiveshitum Prabhurbhumna Ishvaro Dhama Maninam.
Thank you so much. Synonyms. Kala, the eternal time. Ayam, this. Parama Anu, atom. Adi, beginning from. Dviparardha, two superdurations of time. Anta, to the end. Isvara, controller. Na, never. Eva, certainly. Isitum, to control. Prabho, capable. Bhumna, of the Supreme. Isvara, controller. Dhammaninam, of those who are body conscious. Translation. Eternal time is certainly the controller of different dimensions, from that of the atom up to the superdivisions of the duration of Brahma's life. But nevertheless, it is controlled by the Supreme. Time can control only those who are body conscious, even up to the Satyaloka or to other higher planets of the universe. Very beautiful. Text 40. Vaikare sahito yukte visesadiviravritah andakosha vahirayam panchasaktoti vistrutah. This phenomenal material world is expanded to a diameter of 4 billion miles as a combination of 8 material elements transformed into 16 further categories within and without as follows. Purport. As explained before, the entire material world is a display of 16 diversities and 8 material elements. The analytical studies of the material world are the subject matters of Sankhya philosophy. The first 16 diversities are the 11 senses and 5 sense objects, and the 8 elements are the gross and subtle matters, namely earth, water, fire, air, air, sky, mind, intelligence, ego. All these combined together are distributed throughout the entire universe, which extends diametrically to 4 billion miles. Besides this universe of our experience, there are innumerable other universes. Some of them are bigger than the present one, and all of them are clustered together under small, similar material elements as described below. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirbhisesa Sunyavadi Paschyata Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I would like to see blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas, senior Vaishnavas, and extremely sorry to make everyone wait. I thought I gave the class last week. So hope I'm excused for late and not being prepared. So this is an opportunity for all of you to share. Savarade Mataji, you ready? So text 39, eternal time is certainly the controller of different dimensions, from that of the atom up to the super divisions of the duration of Brahma's life. But nevertheless, it is controlled by the Supreme. Time can control only those who are body conscious, even up to the Satyaloka or the other higher planets of the universe. It's a very important eye-opening for all of us, very, very eye-opening. The influence of time is experienced only in material world. And the time is, as mentioned, is Kala energy, the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, with a specific feature which manifests only in this universe. I don't know if any other material science as calculates time with distance. I don't know about that. They may be doing it, but at least from Srimad Bhagavatam, we can see, between from atoms, they can calculate the time. Why this Kala energy, time energy is prominent? Why did Lord made it? Why the Lord's energy is manifest in the material world? Because as Krishna explains, Dukhalam asaswatam is temporary material world. That which is a beginning and which is end. That which is beginning and which is end. And that which is beginning and end, in that as well, when we try to derive sense pleasure, it has a beginning and end as well. Ehi sansparsaja bhoga dukkhayana revacha adhyantavanta konteya natesu ramate buddha. Because those who are intelligent, they know, they understand the nature of this material universe, material world. Just as the material world has a beginning and end, so our sense pleasures also has a beginning and end. So intelligent people, they live in this world as well. We all live in this world, but how we live is very different than the person of the sense gratification, desiring for sense gratification. They live. Their living and our living is different, as Prabhupada mentions, and our third chapter of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned. Everyone works. Even Lord Krishna comes, he also works in this material world. He says, if I don't work, people will follow me, and the whole society will be ruined. Everyone is forced to act. But Lord Krishna's actions and devotees' actions and people, those are conditions Materialistic people, their actions are totally different. Totally different. What is the difference? The devotees know the nature of this material world and the purpose behind it. Purpose behind it, it is to serve. Everything we do is for satisfaction of Lord Krishna, because it is meant for his pleasure. As Bhagavatam explains, Vasudeva Vasudeva Param Tapa Vasudevam Param Jnana Vasudevam Param Makha Vasudevam Param Jnanam. Everything is Vasudeva. We understand that. So devotee is supposed to, at the beginning we may not have that realization or understanding, but as we gradually progress, we can see how the Lord's energy works very wonderfully. Why? Because it is working under the supervision of the Lord. Maya dakshana prakriti suyata sacharachara. This whole material world works under me. Theoretically, we understand, yes, Krishna, there is a supreme controller, and he is orchestrating his energies work, and his energies are meant to serve him for his satisfaction. Theoretically, we can know it. And practically, when we see in our every life, every moment of our life, we see, analyze that how everything is orchestrated by the Supreme Lord. Everything is inconceivable in this world. And I was just looking at the garden, the beautiful flowers, varieties of flowers. Varieties of flowers. And I was just thinking, it's so bewildering. It's Lord's Achinta Sakti. Even if you look into the whole flower plant, it's Achinta Sakti. And sometimes if you cut those plants, still another plant, still the plant survives and starts producing flowers and fruits. We had a cherry tree. That's why I was looking at it, and I forgot. My son called, "Hey, there's a class for you." So we had a cherry tree. We cut it, and because we didn't say, we thought it's a wild cherries, and then that tree again started coming up. We didn't want it to cut intentionally. Somebody said it's not good to have a tree next to the temple. Big tree, be dangerous. That's the reason we cut it. But the tree started coming, and fruit started coming. So it can be bewildering for living it. Hey, where the soul factor comes here. If tree has been cut, everything is cut. And then again the tree is surviving. Did the soul leave the body? Or the soul are still there in this tree's body? These all are achintya, is very inconceivable potency. Lord's energy is very much, we cannot underestimate, at least for me, I can say. Every moment, every day is bewildering and can be questioning. And there's a reason for it. Krishna wants to bewilder. Krishna's energy like to bewilder the conditioned souls, to convince that no, there is no supreme being, there is no spirit soul, there is no supreme controller in behind every creation. It's you are the God. You enjoy whatever you want. You are the God. You enjoy whatever you want, do whatever you want. So all these doubts will be there very easily. Until we come in association with a very convinced, advanced devotee who can really convince us. Like Prabhupada, he could convince the whole world. He could convince the whole scientific civilization community and materialistic community. Everybody he could convince them from his practice, from his teachings, writings, and everything. That's really amazing. Till now, the science has not advanced to have the material to the calculation of the time which Bhagavatam provides. Is ultimately to bewilder everything, bewilder all living entities in this world. So eternal time is certainly the controller of different dimensions, from that of the atom up to the super divisions of the duration of Brahma's life. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained the same thing. Abrahma bhavana loka punaravartana Arjuna. We think that, somebody else will help us, save us from in this world. And he thinks that somebody else, his superiors will save us. Interestingly, the first living entity, Brahma himself, is under the influence of time. When Narad Muni asked, he said that because he has seen his father doing everything, he's controlling everything, and Narad Muni is asking, oh, my father, looks like you are the control of this whole universe. Am I right? Or do you think somebody else is there? Because he has not seen anybody. So Brahmaji, explained, Narada, no, there is someone superior to me. I am actually simply an instrument of his desire. Lord Krishna wanted me to create, and I'm creating it. So same way, in our life also, we may be feeling we are the very controller and, controller of everything. So many things that depends on me. So many people depend on me. I control so many things. I'm subject to so many things. But actually, ahamkara vimudatma kartaram iti manyate. It's because of ahamkara, and I'm thinking I'm the doer. I'm the doer. And according to time, everything will be taken away. Everything will be taken. When we become old, invalid, we'll not be able to cut our own nails. We'll not be able to drive our car. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that's why writes, there's a beautiful prayer, and some of you may be aware of it. Dullabhamana bhajanma labhya samsare Krishna na bhajino dukha kahibo kahare. Then he writes in fake end of his life, in this old age, I'm submitting. I think this is the same song. I'm submitting to you. The life is so valuable. I utilize the time only accumulating material wealth and trying to satisfy my own senses, not knowing this is very temporary and is going to end. But now I realize that in this old age, I realize that whole my life I wasted. The family which I invested, they are gone. The money accumulated, they are of no use. The luxuries I have they are not of useful of relishable, or my senses do not derive any pleasure. All these things will realize. So now he's lamenting, Krishna na bhajiya dukha kohibo kahare. I didn't chant sincerely. I didn't take association sincerely. There's a verse Sukadeva Goswami explains to Parikshit Maharaj when he's explaining about the sun. Every rise and setting of the sun, the duration of life reduces and one becomes closer to death. One day we become closer to death. We lose one day. Every rising and setting of the sun. But then he says very inspiring statement. He says that except the one who is engaging in Krishna service, Lord Krishna service. Now then someone may wonder how it can be possible. Everybody's, both devotees and materialists, they live in the same world. Time applies to everybody. Then how come one is under the influence of time, the other one is not under the influence of time? The same thing here written there, right? Time can control only those who are body conscious. Even up to the Satyaloka or the other higher planets of the universe. So even up to go to Satyaloka, they are also under the influence of time. We are discussing at the end of the day Brahma, you may be a topmost yogi, but we have to give up this place. But it is an amazing thing, anything we do for Krishna service, that is not under the influence of time. Those logic can be, we can discuss or can share. And those time applies only to those who are under the body conscious, because Krishna is eternal. Krishna's service is eternal, devotees are eternal, devotional service is eternal, and there no influence of time, even though living in this material world. Even though living in this material world. And next verse is we'll contemplate something more. This phenomenal material world is expanded to a diameter of 4 billion miles as a combination of 8 material elements transformed into 16 further categories. We know, right, Krishna, 8 material elements, Bhumi, Rapanala, Vayu, Khammana, Buddhi, Revacha. So the earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego, further transformed into 16 further categories. It mentions, I don't know why it says further transformed into, yeah, these are primary elements. Here the 16 elements are mentioned here is the analytical studies of the material world are the subject matter of Sankhya philosophy. The first 16 diversities are the 11 senses, right? 11 senses are 5 working senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and mind. These are 11 senses. Then 5 sense objects. Then 8 elements, which is gross and subtle matters, which you mentioned, earth, water, fire, and ether. Yeah, right. Then, all these combined together are distributed throughout the entire universe. People recently we saw the scientists are trying to land over in other planets. They don't land over, actually they send some machines. They want to get metal, some elements from there so that they can analyze. And there's an attempt to bring something from moon as well. I was seeing some documentary, if you bring those elements that may not be conducive for this earth, moon's nature is very different. Moon's characteristics and properties are very different because it gives us light, but earth does not provide. So that places different elements, different products of this 24 principal elements. And here is all different products of 24 different principal elements. So whole universe is constituted of these 24 elements. Analytical study, we can see. Then you can add 3 modes of material nature. Whole universe, according to Bhagavatam. So really, you may find different plants and different species, like people call as aliens. Whenever they show aliens, they show a particular face. All ugly faces they show as aliens. But for them also, we are the aliens, right? If I understand correctly, alien means there's something which entities living far, which don't know. We also for them the same. They may be portraying for us like some weird creatures. So aliens, they put imaginary faces like this, without any proper beauty or anything. But we know that all these planets are populated with wonderful personalities, jivas. Higher planetary system is populated with devatas. They're very beautiful body. They have it. And lower planetary system also, demons also has strong and stout bodies. Yeah, the other species also there. But not everyone looks like aliens. Besides this universe of our experience, there are innumerable other universes. This is an interesting story here in this. The material science discusses about the galaxies, and there are so many suns existing. Apart from this sun, they are talking about many other suns. I'm opening for discussion also on this after a few minutes. So how is it possible the material scientists can see, perceive, or take a picture of sun from other universe? From the way we understand is impossible for them, because each universe is like a eggshell. Andantarastha paramanu chayantarastam koti. The cores of universe are there. Each universe is like like eggshell, and eggshell, the thickness of the shell is billions and billions of miles of thickness, and the diameter itself is mentioned is 4 billion miles. 4 billion miles of this universe diameter is 4 billion miles. Then starts the thickness of the eggshell. So how their tiny instrument can penetrate the shell of the universe and show the picture of other sun and planets of the other universe? It's not possible. My understanding, they are showing whatever they are showing within this universe, and within this universe there's only one sun. And everyone agrees or do not agree, we can discuss. So now some of them are bigger than the present one, and all of them are clustered together under similar material elements as described below. Different universes. For us, universe is big and gigantic, and for the Lord it's like nothing. All these planets, all these universes are just like mustard seeds for the Lord and his creation. Ananta says is just sustaining everything in this universe also. All these planets, very tiny for them. For us, it's maybe very huge. So they are clustered together. And each universe is of different size, different varieties, are made of similar material. Prabhupada writes this under similar material elements. Everywhere you need the material elements. Bigger facility, smaller facility. When Brahma, one incident happened when Brahma came to Krishna to see him in Dwarka. I think that's another incident. When he came to see him, and the messengers informed Krishna saying that Brahma has come. So Krishna said, go and ask him which Brahma. And the messenger came and asked, which Brahma you are? And Brahma was like shocked. What do you mean, which Brahma? I'm the only Brahma in this universe. I'm the only Brahma in this universe. So he said that, whatever, I don't know details, but when he came, the Lord Krishna revealed all these unlimited Brahmas from different planets, different universes. They are different bodies. They have many heads. This Brahma only had 4 heads. Other Brahma had many, many heads. The multidimensional universes are there. Many varieties. This is also, our universe is considered very tiny university. Just like, I'm in Delaware, state of Delaware is very tiny, they say. So universe is very small compared to others. So what is the purpose of understanding this? Krishna himself, when Arjuna asked, I want to know your opulences. You're saying so many things. You're this and that, you're present in everything, you're the taste of the water, your fragrance of the earth, among man, you're Arjuna, and all this you're saying. And how will I know? I can see you, and Krishna reveals universal form. Then Krishna says that, what there to explain to you, Arjuna? Just with a, what do you call, fragment of my energy. Just with a fragment of energy, I pervade everything, the whole universe. Just a fragment of his energy. And unlimited universes. Then unlimited spiritual worlds. Unlimited spiritual worlds. The whole purpose is to make ourselves humble and submit Krishna 100%. And take the devotional service very seriously. In all prayers, I learned that Devatas and the devotees, everyone raises their hand. They say that, oh Lord, you're inconceivable to estimate. Your energies are unlimited. You're inconceivable, and no one can really know your energies, limit of your energies. It's not possible at all. That's the only hope, only thing option left is I surrender to you. But how the universe is made by his illusory energy, that even a tiny soul thinks in I am everything, I am powerful, everything running behind under my instruction. Actually, you all must have the same experience. I also thinking, I am the center of this universe. Wonderful energy. A tiny soul, insignificant soul also thinks that everything works under my energy, my direction. It's a very eye-opening this subject also. So I'll take a pause here. Please forgive me for speaking something which is unprepared. I would like to have the corrections. Vishnu Prabhu would like to say something, please. Anyone else also? Any other comments, questions? You can hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear you.
Oh, Mother Subhadra, thank you for confirming. I was scared.
No, it has been a topic that I think I'm sure the speakers had to prepare a lot, but even for me, it has been very complicated, very difficult to understand. What I take away is that he is unconceivable. He's the supreme. He's the ultimate. He's everything. He's in control of everything. But I've also heard through these classes that it is important to understand this topic. I am just very limited, and I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. I can only understand as much as my capacity is. I won't be able to understand more than my capacity. But how do you go about that? Is it enough to say I accept his supremacy? But that's about all I am able to understand. Is that okay, or should I be trying really, even harder to understand this, this knowledge, this information?
Everyone say, at least people say God is great. Right? We can say God is great, Krishna is great. But how great he is, unless we know his glories. Krishna told, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami, when Rupa Goswami inquired about the science of devotion, he says, it's not possible for you to understand everything. That's why I can give you only a drop. So we know that as a living entity, we have a limitation. We are cognizant, we are Satchit Ananda. We are also Satchit Ananda, and Krishna also Satchit Ananda. But our Satchit potency, is very limited. That's we all know. Like sun, sun, I'm seeing it, sun, you all can see the sunlight here. Sun is coming and sunlight, both has a light and heat, but everything has its own capacity. We cannot be, Krishna is all cognizant. We can be cognizant of Krishna and me and myself with limited. Krishna can be all Krishna is all cognizant. Then what we should be cognizant of? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When we surrender to him, then we'll understand Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And as we surrender, we'll gradually come to know more and more about him. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayantite. I give you the knowledge, by revealing the, in your heart, give you the intelligence, how you can come to me, you know me. Yeah, no, living entity can never know Krishna, that is for 100%. Only thing we can know is his Supreme Personality. His glories are unlimited. We read which chapter? Yeah, few chapters back when Maitreya was explaining about Bhagavata Purana beginning, how the Ananta has unlimited hoods. He is constantly glorifying Lord Krishna's pastimes, qualities. So because Krishna is unlimited, we are unlimited. We cannot know. Only we know according to the Lord reveals to us, and that is possible based on how we surrender to Him. Also, every devotee will be different. In Chaitanya Charitamrita also we know that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was singing a song which appears to be like a very mundane song. A mundane song. No one could understand the Lord's mind, what he's thinking, why he's singing like this. But when Rupa Goswami came visiting to Jagannath, everyone, he could understand the Lord's heart. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, how can he could understand? So all the devotees also really praise, hey, how is it possible Rupa Goswami could understand the Lord's heart? Then the conclusion is because he received the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's he could. If Krishna gives you ability, everyone will understand. Still, yet, Krishna is Krishna and we are. We should always try and know him. Serving means we also knowing him, right? Bhakti means we surrender to him is not just bowing down. Surrendering to him is knowing more and more his glories, chanting more and more his names. That's what we learned from Rupa Goswami. He says that, I wish I had thousands of tongues. I would chant at the Lord's holy name. But at this time for us, we are still struggling, 16 rounds. So as we chant, as we purify more and more, then we will aspire for, I wish, why Prabhupada 16 rounds? Why not 32 rounds? Why not 64 rounds? Like that. So that's the symptom of our advancement also. The taste for devotional service, the taste for class, hearing Bhagavatam, the taste for holy name, that, all these things follows. And more we serve, the more and more the Lord will reveal in our hearts. That's what I know. Vishnu Prabhu says something on this. He's quiet. Any other devotee? Sita Mata, David, whoever is, Kishori Mata. Please share something.
Thank you, Prabhu. It is really definitely. It's very, the way you spoke and the way you explained is very easy to understand. So I'm very thankful for you to say. And that's all I have to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Mother, so that's what I could say. We can never know Krishna complete. Impossible. It's inconceivable also because he's unlimited. We are insignificant. But we will know based on our potencies, some very little bit. The whole purpose of studying all this is eye-opening. We have been living in a well, thinking that I am all in all. Now the doors of knowledge is opening and we start seeing things. Oh, I was thinking Krishna is okay, he's one of the God. As Arjuna said, oh, Krishna, please forgive me. After seeing the universal, please forgive me. I was thinking, okay, you're better than me. I know that. Up to some extent, you're better than me. I never know how great you are. So this knowledge is very important for sadhakas so that we can know Krishna is great, but how great Krishna is. So we become very humble. There another incident also Prabhupada gave with Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. When we do some service, we become proud. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Without me, nothing happens like this. Tamal Krishna Maharaj also was very, I think, prominent help serving to Srila Prabhupada. And sometimes he would also puffed up. That's why Prabhupada instructed Tamal Krishna Maharaj. He said that all these universes, this is one of the universe. In this one of the universe, this one of the planet. In this planet, there's a land called Bharata. In that land called Bharata, there's a place called Calcutta. Or in that Calcutta, there's a street. In that street, there's a house. In that house, there's a room. And in that room, there's Tamal Krishna Goswami, and he thinks that he's is great. So idea is we learn from all these things and the greatness and remain humble all the time. Yeah, David, please go ahead, please. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. I'll go straight by God. This has me thinking of something I saw the other day. An astrophysicist asked a question: are you more comfortable with the idea of a universe with a beginning, or a universe that never had a beginning and was always there? And from Krishna consciousness point of view, that there's both. There is the beyond the time and in the time. And for the human brain just to kind of contemplate that is really difficult to understand. Can we understand that there is a beginning, and then there is before a beginning, something that was always there, an eternal thing, something beyond time. So it is really tricky to go into like even more detail about that when most people have a difficult time understanding even just like the beginning of the time and the time before there was a beginning of time. Without the Krishna conscious understanding, I think most people would have a very difficult understanding of that. Hare Krishna.
We are grateful to our acharyas. We are immensely grateful to our acharyas who very clearly they described. What is dharma also is described by Ramanujacharya very nicely. Prabhupada gives in the introduction of Bhagavad Gita. So when the term beginning means, it applies to temporary. It is an end also. Those definitions, those clarities are given to us by our acharyas. We are very grateful to them. That's why every day morning when we offer praise to Guru, it's not just Guru. We offer praise to all parampara and everyone assisting us in our spiritual progress. It's not just me and my Guru. The Guru brings us the parampara and the teachings of the parampara. We are immensely fortunate to be part of this parampara, actually. Yeah, so much of clarity. So much of clarity. Beginning means it is definitely not eternity. You use the beginning many times. Yeah, thank you for the comment, David Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much for the class. But even Brahma, actually, he wrote that in Brahma Samhita. I think everybody knows that Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So he doesn't have no end or no beginning for him. So
for Krishna.
Second case Brahma itself in Brahma Samhita he wrote it. So Anadir Govinda means he doesn't have any beginning or ending, So that was the thing, and I don't know. From that I realized there's no end or there's no beginning for this, and then for Krishna and for his pastimes or his whatever it is, they were never ending things. We keep on relishing and keep on trying to know. But these Brahmandas and the one we have this much width and this much we know all the universes, so many universes are there. He created, but we don't know how big they are, how much they are. This is very hard to calculation. I don't know, beyond my brain, of course.
Now you know. Okay, nice.
Yeah, but even that is from Shastras we are getting.
Well, that's the way learning. You don't want to take a tape and measure from here to diameter of the universe. So that's not considered intelligent. It's Aupurusha. That's our process of descending process, and we develop the faith and with realization also, and faith and realizations. Thank you for your comment. So should we stop it here? Thank you. Again, sorry for any delay from my side. Vancha kalpatarvyascha kripa
Okay, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo.
Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Hare.
Hare Krishna Brahma.
Wonderful.